Well, now we're going to take you on a bit of a wander through the very quaint little back lanes of Arles. There's a few shops and restaurants in the neighborhood, but by and large, we're going to be showing you a typical residential area. Right in the old town, there is a significant population, people living here in these buildings that go back through the centuries. They've got their cats and dogs out for a walk. Kids are out strolling, bicycles. It's a very friendly and safe neighborhood. Now, this is really kind of off the beaten tourist track, although there's the arena just another 2 blocks over. The ancient Roman arena is the biggest feature of town. It's really a remarkably well-preserved structure, and especially lovely to see it at twilight with the skylight behind and the spotlights on the facade. Not much left of Van Gogh here, but there's a foundation in his honor. So this is just kind of an aimless stroll. We're going to lead you on through some of the residential district. These little lanes are just a couple of blocks off from the shopping streets, and especially enjoyable at twilight. You can walk along, enjoy the peace and quiet. And then let's take a turn into the busier part of town. 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. It's very much alive. We're in the main square of the Place de la République. Plenty of shops around it, bars, cafes, and restaurants everywhere. And here's the boutique selling the santons. These are the small figurines of Provence with their native folk costumes. It's a very collectible item. Just a few blocks over is the Boulevard des Lycées, the main busy street of town. And at this hour, there's lots of people out. Streets are lit up nicely. We're in November. It's about 7 p.m., so it's pretty dark already, but we've got that lingering effect of the late twilight. And then back into the more pedestrian part of the old town, a few blocks over, we come upon the Hôtel de Dieu, which was also a very famous place. The Espace was the hospital. It used to be a hospital 100 years ago, and this is where Van Gogh was brought after he sliced his ear. And now the building is a cultural center and a little shopping mall. Of course, he lived in Arles famously for just about a year, during which he painted 200 paintings and created 100 drawings. It was a very prolific period for that great artist, Van Gogh, right towards the end of his life. And back along these lovely pedestrian shopping malls as we close out our evening walk through Arles. Arles was a fortified town ever since its Roman origins nearly 2,000 years ago, with a wall around it. And here you see the remains of a Roman aqueduct. They brought water in from the distance. And on top of it is the ruins of an old medieval wall that surrounded the town. And just next to that wall on certain mornings is a lovely, lively market where you can get fruits and vegetables, and you can have a snack while you're there. They've also got some souvenirs for sale, some t-shirts and clothing. And it's a place to hang out and watch the locals. Very colorful spot, the morning market in Arles. Just on the edge of the old town, there's a school group, kids heading for class. Even if you're not buying any of these fruits or vegetables, it's always enjoyable to watch the market, even if it's a rainy morning, as we had today. One of the great things that you might want to purchase while you're in Provence, a really characteristic item, is the fabrics. The colorful Provençal fabrics. These are all made here. Very nice cotton material, and it's printed in the neighborhood, in the area around Arles and Provence. And it has that characteristic pastel colors, the yellows, the oranges, the greens, the motifs with the olives.